keep racism out. This is the UEFA slogan. UEFA is an organ that organizes competitions in Europe, right? And in this specific case, I'm talking about this slogan that was implemented supposedly, apparently, to fight so-called racism. What a joke. This is once again something staged. This is once again something that is coming from, top organs, top organizations that really and truly set the blueprint for what then the people would absorb and consequently be conscious of. So once an organ like UEFA has a slogan like that, which is totally and utterly deceiving, but unfortunately most of the people are in such a slumber, sleeping like the walking dead, that are not even able to decipher. Is a big word. I will use decipher or even decode, or most easily put, I will say read. Just read. You don't even need the etymology of the words, in order to truly understand, or shall I say understand and overstand, right? Because if I say to you, keep racism out, again, you don't need etymology. What does keep mean? Keep imply what? To maintain. Well, if I keep something, I maintain something, right? We're talking football, yeah? The goalkeeper, what does the goalkeeper do? He keeps the ball, right? Again, keep maintaining something. And you have to keep racism, but out. Now, I want to sound decisive, but not emotional, I'm not shaken by this. I'm not a leaf. I am the roots of the tree. You won't really shake me like that. But for the sake of people not understanding and being deceived by this and mentally manipulated, therefore creating truly a condition on these people, and in this specific case, my people, my indigenous people all around the world, I have to say something, I gotta speak on it, because this creates mental illness. Seriously, literally, this creates mental illness. I know a lot of people that are mentally ill, they don't even know that. And the cause of it is the world that we live in, right? How it's structured, right? And how it's being led by evil, demonic forces. Okay. Again, let's go back to the slogan, keep racism out. So, UEFA as an organ takes responsibility of the so-called racism that is happening in the stadiums or around the world of football, European football. So, of course, they felt compelled to act and do something, because this is an ongoing problem, right? But again, the slogan doesn't make sense. Keep racism out where? We see the people, wearing their jersey in the stadium. So in our mind, theoretically, subconsciously, to you, it works as well. You think that you should keep the racism outside of the stadium. So you're still legitimizing racism then. It has to be kept out, but where? Outside of the stadium. So you're saying, you know what, I take responsibility for the stadium. Outside of the stadium, do whatever you want. You can keep it. You can keep racism out of the stadium. And I think once, I made a comparison of the song Max Romeo, right? Reggae artist. And the song goes like, I'm gonna put on an iron shirt and chase Satan out of earth. I'm gonna send him to outer space to find another race. Even that, you know, I'm not complaining about the song. I love the song and everything, but the concept sounds kind of similar. So we're passing the hot potato around. So we're chasing the devil to another race. Why? They might be a benevolent race, who knows? And we're giving the problem to somebody else. So anyway, I just made this comparison, if it will make sense to you. But what will happen then outside of the stadium? Chaos can reign? Of course. That is the initial purpose anyway, right? Of you people. So keep racism out. Like, wow. And you people are being deceived by it. You people are being deceived by it. So what I say, is somebody gonna hear this message, you know what? Change the slogan, you know, before it's too late. But it will be too late. I know these are the final chapters. I know you're coming out like that. But if you don't want torrential rain over your stadiums, if you don't want your stadium to shake, or if you don't want your stadium to dry out because of the heat of the sun, right? Malachi 4, for the day shall come that shall burn like an oven, and all the wicked, ... go read it, Malachi 4. Change the slogan. It's simple. It's not even a big request, you know. I'm putting it out in the universe, you know. You don't even need to see this video, you know. A whisper will come to your ear, you know. And that's the spirit that we command from here. That will try to make you reasonable in your unreasonable choices. That's what time it is. And you'd better understand it. This time, not understanding, not understanding for you, understand it. Because it's a new rulership. We made a U-turn. Understand that. And of course, for all my people that are being deceived by that, you know, truth is in the words. You gotta read them carefully. How are you gonna keep something that you don't want there in the first place, right? And again, I know these are the final chapters. I know you guys scared, right? To even look at the sunrise because of the sun might, right? But I see how you're moving. I saw the Serie A logo, which was there also last year or years before, which is Serie A, whoever doesn't know, it's the top league of football in Italy. And the way they shaped the A, they shaped it like the Masonic A, so square and compass. And now they implemented it also in the television. When you watch the game, you got that A. So they're blatantly telling you this is distraction. You're being manipulated. They're basically telling you football itself, which they say was created in England, right? It's a Masonic game. Regardless of how much you love it. Listen, I played football. I love football. I watch it till this day. But it's a Masonic game. And I'm pretty sure, and I'm not going to it because I want to keep the message brief and simple, let's put it that way, I'm pretty sure that this game energetically sucks the energy out, the masculine energy out of the men. I know you see me. Maybe one day somebody gonna see this message, perhaps a Mason, and he will say, yeah, he's onto something. He knows this. He knows already. I'm not a Mason, but I'm a Mason. The original one, by the way. That's why I'm able to speak in this manner. That's why I'm able to be conscious of these things. You know, I told you, we made a U-turn. We're back for a reason. Original Masons. Not you guys in the lodges now in Italy. Not you. Original Masons. From people that originated Masonry. Masons. Mason. The original Masons. Real mama children. The true universal one. Some of them elementals, you know. But anyway, I know some of you are saying I'm onto something because you know that game. Listen, even before reading the beautiful book of Francis Cress Welsing, the ISIS Papers, I already knew, simply because I'm tapped in, and I was before even knowing that I already knew what the bow represented, the white bow. And I already knew that scoring was the act of fertilizing the egg, right? The striker, it's not even by accident. Listen, I'm a number 9 today, look. I'm a number 9, which is the scorer in football, right? So the one that scores the most, interestingly enough. But I already knew that was representative, that was representing the phallus entering the goal, the vagina. And hence why the exaltation of the one that is scoring, you know, and of course the people that follows and want, you know, your favorite team to win, you know. And that's the dichotomy of this life, you know. One team against the other, me against you. At the end of the day, it's division. We know that. I know that. Again, before even reading Francis Cress Welsing. And I know that somehow that game depletes the sexual energy of men. You know, I'm better off writing it down and gather my thoughts on it. And perhaps receive even more information. But this is the reality. And no one can come to me and tell me, no, you're not right. Because I will tell you, no, you're wrong, not me. Let me tell you, the biggest rivalries, for example, that I see now in Italy are, let's say, in the city of Milan. You got Inter Milan that is blue and black. AC Milan that is red and black. Sounds familiar? Blue against reds. Republicans, Democrats, and what is that? Scottish Rite. Even in Masonry, right? You have that. What you got then? I mean, the known Crips versus Bloods and things of that nature, which are supposed to be one, right? Then you got in Roma, and Lazio, which is the capital of Rome. We know that. Rome is red, Lazio is blue, light blue. Not that you have different, many colors, but it's interesting to me. That's the division. That's the That's a division based on numbers. I'm sorry, based on colors, right? In England, perhaps you will see as well. Arsenal red, Chelsea, Manchester United red, Manchester City blue, same city, the only two team in the top league, by the way, in Manchester. And this is ongoing. But people can't see that, you know. People can't see the colorism. People can't see the caste system that has been created, right? I don't think I'm taking it out just to European powers or so-called powers or perceived powers, illusionary powers. The ones that we see them as, you know, today. The ones that we would recognize them as Caucasian or with lack of skin pigmentation, you know. Negroes were first, you know. And if we fell, that means we were not all perhaps benevolent, right? That's the reality. Are there black devils? You know, the top ones know because they know that they're being ruled by them, right? But they're not family simply because they're black. They're not family. As some in your family, they might not be your true family, as in vibrationally speaking, or as in the frequency, right, in which they operate. Oh, this is the reality. This is to condemn all the devils. The ones that are writing the slogan purposely to deceive the people. The ones that are behind them, that are even more brown and so-called black than us, you know. This goes to all of you, right? There's cycles. And your evil cycle is destined to end soon. That's it. Goodbye. Buenas noches. Hasta luego. Au revoir.